All right, so welcome back, guys. We're going to talk about Newton's first law, which is the law of inertia. And so we said in class that inertia is just how much mass is compacted in some type of volume, or just how much mass an object has. And the more mass that an object has, the more inertia it will have. And the least amount of mass an object has, the least amount of inertia it will have. And inertia is just the pretty much the ability for an object to resist a change in motion. So the more inertia an object has, the harder it's going to be to move it. The least amount of inertia an object has, the easier it will be to move it. All right, so we have these two objects here, and they're both being applied with some type of force. All right, so I can call this force 1, and this is force 2. All right, and so we can obviously see that the block with force 1 on it has a smaller inertia compared to the block with force 2 on it, which is 5. And so what Newton's first law says is that an object in motion stays in motion, an object at rest stays at rest. So let's say for force 2, the object is actually moving to the right based off of this force here. So this object is in motion. All right, and let's say that the velocity of the block is 2 meters per second. All right, and then this block here, it has a force, but it's not moving. It's at rest, so it has a velocity of 0 meters per second. And so what Newton's first law says, the law of inertia, it says that if a object is at rest, that object will stay at rest unless acted upon by unbalanced force. And what that means is that whatever this force here that is counteracting, so this force here that is counteracting the force 1, this force needs to be strong enough to withstand this one in order to move it. If it's not strong enough, it won't move at all, according to Newton's first law. What Newton's the second part says is that if an object is moving, it will keep on moving unless acted upon by unbalanced force. So we see that this block is moving with 2 meters per second, with a velocity of 2 meters per second. It will keep moving at that velocity until acted upon by unbalanced force in the opposite direction. And this force obviously will have to be a lot greater than the force 2 here. All right, so again, that's Newton's first law. An object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by unbalanced force. Thank you.